Hi, I'm John Byrne with Poets&Quants,
I'm Sandy Kreisberg, the HBS guru.
and we're here for another edition of Handicapping Your MBA Odds. Today's candidate, a structural engineer at Chevron. He's worked on one of these deep water rigs in the Gulf of Mexico and elsewhere. He's got some great stats, including 2 engineering degrees in civil engineering, both from Georgia Tech. Bachelor's and a master's.
Name those stats, John.
3.7 plus GPA, undergraduate, and his GMAT's 730. And
With an asterisk. He said that 730, and he's thinking of retaking because the quant part is 75. I'll address that.
That's a good point. And he he wants his goals line up really nicely. He wants to become a consultant in the energy business. And he's aiming really high in terms of his target schools. We're looking at Harvard, Stanford, Wharton, and one more. Let's see, which one was that? Sloan, MIT Sloan, another really great school. What do you think?
I think he's in good shape. There's always a spot at all those schools for big oil people. Those are, if I can remember who they are, Chevron. What are the oil companies? Anyway, the big 3 or the big 2, whatever left. And also in that gang is Schlumberger, the oil service company. A lot of people in business school from Schlumberger.
Yeah.
So what we got here is Georgia Tech, respected school, strong stats, totally tight story. He's got a tech background, works for Chevron, worked on a deep water rig,
Right.
and then did a gig in Kazakhstan.
Yeah, 28 days on, 28 days off.
That's something. So and then his goals make perfect sense. He wants to be a consultant. He's a consultant type. He could be either an energy consultant or join the big 3 consulting firms in their energy practices.
Exactly.
And he's got a lot of extras.
Yeah, all the extracurriculars line up with the engineering background as well. He was president of the student chapter of the American Society of Civil Engineers. He was associate chair of the Engineering Honor Society. He was president of the Civil Engineering Honor Society. He's done fundraising and marathons as well. Looks like a really great guy. Really great guy.
He's a totally solid guy at Sloan. They'll 750 GMAT. You know, you had me at 750, as they say over there. You had me at 750. Wharton would like a guy like this. He's diverse. He's smart enough. They like big oil guys. He's not their finance, major demo, but he's big company. Wharton would like this guy. Harvard takes guys like this. At Stanford, Stanford's hard for everybody. Guys like this get into Stanford. Whether it's going to be this guy, could turn on some Stanford X factors, like the kind of leadership he has about heading engineering clubs and running engineering societies and marathons.
Right.
That's Tier 2 Stanford leadership. Tier 1 Stanford leadership is having an impact beyond yourself. They don't want you to be head of the engineering club. They want you to help engineers in Bangladesh.
Right.
Okay, so if he doesn't get into Stanford, it could be because there's some similarly credentialed energy person with just these golden Stanford extras.
Right. So this all lines up so perfectly because of his undergraduate background, what he's actually doing right now for a brand name multinational company, what his goals are, and what he did in his spare time in terms of extracurriculars. What can blow him up? He's a 730 GMAT, 3.7 GPA. What can blow this guy up?
Well, he could execute in an ineffective way. He could say things in the essays that the danger that this guy has, that when people see Georgia Tech, particularly politically correct admissions people, they got a question, is this guy a cracker? Okay.
Come on.
Nobody would. Yeah, this is the truth. That dare
Georgia
not
Tech
speak
is
its
a
name.
great school, too.
It's a great school. There's a lot of smart crackers there in the minds of the admissions committees, in the group female mind of the admissions committee. Okay, there's a lot of crackers at Georgia Tech. I'm not saying what I think. Okay, I'm just telling you, this guy's got to pass the cracker filter by dint of his. That's one thing he's got to do is pass the cracker filter. And the second thing he has to do, particularly at Harvard, is not blow the interview. The Harvard interview can kill a lot of smart, talented people.
Okay, the odds. Harvard. Let's go to Harvard right away. What do you say?
40% plus.
Oh, that's really high. Wow. Stanford.
30 to 40%.
Okay, even accounting for what you said about his extracurriculars, which were kind of second tier for Stanford.
You talked me into it. 30%.
Okay, there we go. How about Wharton?
Boy, 40 to 50%.
This is really good.
50%, yeah.
You're in a generous mood today.
Possibly.
MIT Sloan?
50%.
All
Sloan
right.
loves guys like this.
All right.
Let's do it with the question of, do you retake a 730 GMAT
Oh, that's right.
when the quant score is 75?
Do you?
No, not this guy.
Especially if you have an engineering degree, right?
Because schools just want
Yeah.
the number. They don't. They know this guy can do quant, and all they care about for this guy is the 730. That's what they report to the magazines.
Right.
There may come the sad day where the magazines start breaking this out by Q and V. That would be very sad. But because nobody doubts the fact that this guy can do business school math.
Yeah, you don't get through Georgia Tech with both an undergraduate
Right.
engineering degree and a master's in engineering and not be able to do math.
Right.
He is a quant. He's definitely not a poet.
So I wouldn't. If you want to do it, go do it. But it's not gonna make a dime's worth of difference.
Don't do it. It's not worth the hassle. Anyway, good luck to you, and good luck to all you other applicants out there. If you'd like Sandy to analyze your profile and your odds of getting into a great school, just fill your profile in the comment section, and we'll get to it. Thank you very much.